Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
From the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's the owner-driver in pole position then, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Sergio Perez and Sainz, Norris, Leclerc, Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Vettel, Yuki Tsunoda and Stroll, Ocon, Raikkonen, George Russell and Antonio Giovinazzi, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Joe and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish. Verstappen has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. This is your final lap of the race. That's 3 wins in a row. Unbelievable work.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here in Spielberg, and rightly so, a brilliant effort from the whole team. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. And the championship leaders secured more points today, pushing their lead out even further at the top of the standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
Let's move on to the constructors. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.